What's up, guys? My name is Dave. This is Beast Bets XFL. We have no idea how it's going to play out, but guess what? We don't care because there's football in February after the Super Bowl. Let's go. All right. Let's pick out 5 picks, and I think we're going to have a lot better idea tomorrow. And going on in the season, we're going to get a lot better with our projections and understanding of how this is going to play out. So like the video, subscribe to my channel so you know as we grow with this XFL that hopefully takes off and doesn't just fizzle out, because we want football year round, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, we're not sure how this is going to play out, so we're going to take the underside on things just to see and not get ourselves, in maybe, I don't know. We're just going to have to feel it out. There was a lot of unders that came through in 2020 season before it pittered out. So we are going to take the over on Luis Perez, 160.5 passing yards, without any sort of idea or projections, just on these people's scattered passes and these players' scattered pass. 160.5 yards seems like a low total for passing, although we're going to kind of know more after today plays out. But this is our first game, Saturday. We have Las Vegas taking on Arlington, and they're playing in Texas. First game, showcase game. I don't think that everyone wants to just see a bunch of people running back and forth either. For a second football league to be on primetime television, we want passing touchdowns. We want big yards. So let's see if Luis Perez goes over that 160.5 passing yards. We're going to take the over. Next up, we have Jordan Smallwood, rushing yards. Okay, I'm sorry, receiving yards. Jordan Smallwood, 40.5. We're going to take the over. We're going to get a little action this first game. We're going to see how things go out, guys. Jordan Smallwood over 40.5 receiving yards. Next up, Maine Martin. So what I'm doing now with not knowing much about these guys is if I see a line that seems to be 5 or 10 points higher than anything else around it, I'm going to take the under on it. So Maine Martin, I'm going to take the over on rushing yards. And we can see that this guy, the biggest discrepancy here, is 55. So he's 10 off the furthest rushing stat. So we're going to take the over on that. But then we pump right down on Maine Martin. We're going to take the over on 45.5 yards. And then Abram Smith, we're going to take the under on his 55.5 rushing yards. So we're going to see how this all plays out, guys. And like I said, when we start having some analytics and some statistics to put into projections and put in models, we're going to have a lot better grasp on these things. Last but not least, we're going to go to passing yards, and we're going to Ben DiNucci of Seattle, 195.5 passing yards. We're going to take the under there, guys. We're going to take the under. It's 5 points off the most, which is the quarterback for the St. Louis, and that's A.J. McCarron, and we know a little bit more about his past, so we feel comfortable in A.J. McCarron going over. So I think I'm going to add that in too. I'm going to take over on A.J. McCarron also. So there is your picks, guys. We're going to put that entry in. I hope you guys have a fantastic, fantastic Saturday. Enjoy the XFL. Let's go. All right, guys, here it is. Luis Perez, over 160.5 passing yards. Jordan Smallwood, over 40.5 receiving yards. Maine Martin, over 45.5 rushing yards. Abram Smith, less than 55.5 rushing yards. Ben DiNucci, less than 195.5 passing yards. And A.J. McCarron, maybe one of the only people we know anything about, over 205 passing yards. All right, guys. I love you guys. Subscribe to my channel. Like the video. Let's go. Get some money.